Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Magic and Miracles, where you learn how to be the magician of your life. My name is Anna, and I'm your manifestation coach. All the information for me is below. There's my email, my website, my Cash App, my PayPal, and my Venmo. Please don't use my website for the time being. I'm having some technical difficulties. My website for right now is solely to display the pricing and the services I offer. So one more time, please don't use my website for the time being. If you have any questions, please email me and I'll be happy to assist. I coach with emails and audios primarily that are designed to help you achieve your manifestational goals, to reach your dreams, whether that's SP, money, revising somebody, achieving your career goals. We dive into all of that. In my coaching, which is an extraordinarily thorough coaching, we go through everything with the person, starting with their upbringing, their background, their belief system, all of it. The way my coaching works is that we exchange audios primarily because I found it to be extremely useful, both for me and for you. For you to verbalize everything you need to talk about, and for you to hold on to all the audios that you will receive from me to be able to listen to over and over, to the analysis that I give you and to the advice that I give you to achieve your manifestational goals. Usually, I recommend that you spend at least a month with me. Actually, a month is it's not enough in some cases, but I conservatively say 1 month. Okay, that's the minimum time that it takes for you to create new habits of thought. It's transformation on a physical level because when you invest time, a minimum 1 month, in creating new thought forms, new ideas for yourself to believe, you not only do you change energetically, but your brain changes on a physical level. And the work I do with transforming beliefs chemically changes your brain. As a reminder, I will continue increasing my prices. So again, take advantage of my fee while you still can. Also really wanted to thank everybody who's sending me such beautiful fan mail from all over the world. Like really touches my heart, and I'm really grateful and appreciative. I started this channel during COVID to just help inspire people, and uplift their spirits. It's growing, and I'm really happy that everybody's enjoying what I'm here to talk about. I appreciate every single comment that I receive. I read all of them. Sometimes it's really hard for me to start answering in detail because, I mean, I can go into like answers for several hours. I just don't have that kind of time. So I really do apologize. If you'd like to get into coaching with me, and you necessitate, as an introduction, a Zoom session or a telephone call, that is completely available so that you can decide, whether I can help you, whether we are, compatible as a coach and a client. But, I have loads of videos on this channel, so you can pretty much surmise my direct approach and my personality. Okay, today's subject is make your dream your knowing. Okay, we've covered knowing on this channel already, but I keep coming back around to it because I love explaining this, because if you really grasp this, I mean, you've got it made. And a lot of my clients ask me about this, and I just love exploring how to explain this because, again, if you really understand this, it's game over. Knowing for me represents a twofold idea, okay? The knowing is that you create your reality, number one. And part two is that there are innumerable parallel realities, okay? So this is a component that, is instrumental for me. A lot of people talk about, yeah, you're the creator of your reality, you're the creator, you're the creator. Okay, but what does that really mean? Okay, how do you create your reality? And so the knowing number 2.2 is instrumental because a lot of people don't talk about it or make it so mysterious. What is a parallel reality? Do I have to jump into like a time machine to go to a parallel reality? Like all these like mysterious concepts, like worded in such a really difficult way that your head is spinning by the time you're done watching a video like that. What is a parallel reality? A parallel reality is instrumental for you to experience any kind of movement. Number one, any kind of change. Okay, so you can completely switch to a parallel reality that is very, very similar to what you're experiencing now, or you can completely switch to a parallel reality that is so different from what you are experiencing right now that it will be undeniable to you that you have switched. It is not as impressive as it sounds. I've done this so many times where I've switched literally in seconds and the person is now telling me something else, or I receive a better solution, or. It's completely up to you to do this in seconds or, prolong it and watch it change gradually. Now, parenthesis here, please. Okay, because I'm getting fan mail where people are quoting my videos back to me. It's a little bit spooky, by the way. Oh, like verbatim what I said. You said this. And I'm like, yes, I did. Yeah, that is so funny that you know what I said and you're paying attention. Good. All right. The amount of time it takes you to shift to a parallel reality is solely based on your belief system. Okay, which is why we work on mainly on yourself, on you, my client, and your belief systems. That is all there is to it. Because manifestation is easy once you really understand how to do this energetically, because you are made of energy. You're primarily holographic. I mean, you guys know this, right? That your body is holographic, everything is holographic. And we're kind of like playing this energetic dance. So once you really align with the beliefs that you should have to freely create, and you discard all the beliefs that are nonsensical. And, some of you, look, life is a dream, and some of you guys had really difficult dreams growing up. I know that. Okay, I deal with people all day long with some of the most difficult stories, okay, really heartbreaking. Doesn't mean that you cannot start dreaming a new dream. Okay, doesn't mean that at all. You can start dreaming a new dream, but the blueprint has to change of the beliefs. This program needs to change. Okay, so that program will allow you to shift to a parallel reality either faster, the brand new program, because you have no resistance. You completely aligned to the godliness in you, and you understand exactly what to do. It's a different kind of effort. It's a mental effort. You're not jumping anywhere. You're just switching it in your mind. And so again, doesn't really matter how long it has been this way. You have the power to completely switch it if you align with it 100% and select it deliberately without being lazy about it or being limited about it. Selecting it precisely, writing it out, scripting it out, and selecting it precisely. Once you select this parallel reality, okay, there could be a certain delay, like I say, because the 3D has to adjust depending on what has to happen. Now, again, I've done shifts instantly where I've made somebody say something completely different than what they were saying before, or I got the phone call, or this or that, or I saw, just the other day, I completely switched numbers on my iPad, and I just did it just for fun because I like playing with the matrix of my reality. Or I will ask for a sign and it will appear in 2 seconds, and I'm just walking in the street kind of playing with the reality, right? So you can do things like that instantaneously, or receiving an email and stuff like that. But certain situations, like for instance with SP, or transforming your career, right, or finances, right, there may be a slight delay because the 3D has to adjust to your new story, to the new parallel reality in which you shift, in which your past is different, your present is obviously different, still adjusting, but already the shift is happening. And of course, the future is going to also be completely different than if you hadn't shifted. And so the objective here, right, is to arrive to a point where you're not trying to convince yourself anymore. After you've done all the work, right? Imagination, affirmations, scripting, visualization. Knowing, right? True knowing is to arrive to a point where you don't need any of that stuff. It's nice to imagine things if you're creating something new, but I'm talking about like a specific manifestation that you're working on here, right? Knowing is, I know it like it's my name. I know it like, I know, where I live. I know what my face looks like, right? That's the kind of knowing where you no longer resort to affirmations. You no longer need any more scripting. First of all, you remember what you scripted, and so you just go about your business assuming it's already done. So if you want to call it the law of assumption, assuming, or knowing, it's the same thing. You're running on a new program. And so that is the feeling that you have to get yourself to in order for your manifestation to be completely natural. Neville said it best: make your dream a present fact, and the reality has no choice but to picture it. I'm paraphrasing, but essentially you have to make it like it's already here. That's the knowing. And so if it's already here, what are you affirming for? What are you visualizing for? It's already here. That's the feeling you're looking for. Now, again, I'm not saying don't visualize, don't affirm. Obviously, you're going to have to shoehorn yourself into this feeling. But what I am saying, right, really important, the feeling that precedes manifestation isn't one of trying, isn't one of, oh my God, I can't wait. No. It's not being desperate. It's not being even like thirsty for it. It's like, it's already done. It's already here. So there is no trying involved. There is no desperate, not even a little bit. Like, you just like, yeah, of course. It's normal. It's like if you had this complete knowing that, for instance, that your SP is really crazy in love with you, that they miss you, that they cannot stop thinking about you, and that they just, building up the courage to reach out to you, or, thinking about calling you, and you already know that, like, it, like it's about to happen. You're not going to be chasing them. You're not going to be worrying about them. You're not going to be like crying about it or obsessing about it, like, or looking at watching like 1,500 videos on YouTube. It will be like a waste of fucking time for you, right? Yes. So if you knew that right now, and that's the point that I'm really trying to drive at here with you. If you knew that, and that's the place you have to get yourself to, it just falls away. The trying falls away. The affirming 10,000 times falls away. It's a done deal. And I want you to know, right, that when you select this new parallel reality, it has been done already. And all you're trying to do, or all you're doing, actually, not trying, all you're doing is you're helping your human mind to arrive to this point of, yes, it is already done. Because it has already been done. There's no configuration of any parallel reality that you will come up with that doesn't exist. That hasn't already existed and will not always already exist. Everything exists. Like, name it, it is. So your manifestation is the minute you're asking for it. So the whole trying is just completely moronic and ridiculous. When, people try so hard, it just screams, I don't know that I'm the creator of my reality, and I don't know there are parallel realities, just like I mentioned in the beginning. Because if you really knew those two things, and that you have the ability to choose the parallel reality, obviously, if you really downloaded this completely, you would completely give up trying. I'm not saying you stop manifesting. Very different concept. You stop trying. Because if it's already here, I just have to wait for the 3D to catch up with my knowing. And I'm just enjoying my ride on the way to Barbados. Because Barbados is already here. I can smell the tropical air, and I can see the palm trees. So yeah, I am in Barbados. Like, what's the problem? There's no problem at all. If I want to be married to somebody and right now we're not talking, or, there's some kind of a problem between me and this person, in the case of SP, and I'm boldly assuming that I'm married to this person and I'm blissfully happy. Well, what's it going to be? It's up to me to pick the reality that's going to be playing next. Okay? I'm going to bed thinking I'm sleeping next to this person. I'm waking up thinking waking up to this person. We're making breakfast together. We're, interacting throughout the day. We do fun things together, stuff like that. That's the knowing. That's a natural feeling where there is no effort. There is no effort whatsoever because you're already there. So that is what knowing is. Some people call it living in the end, yes, because Neville Goddard. But, living in the end has a slight kind of like effort attached to it. Like, go ahead and live in the end, all right? Get it over with. Like, but knowing has this like relaxed kind of feeling behind it. Like, yeah, I already know it. Yeah, this is what's up. I know. Yeah, he's here or she's here, and I have that money I was looking for, and that job showed up, and yeah, I'm just enjoying my life, So yeah, no problem. If you really knew that everything that you want is currently yours, all you would have to do is write it down, and thus selecting that parallel reality. That's all it would take. If you get yourself to that point, either after my coaching or, just to arrive to that understanding where like all that it takes is for me to decide, write it down, embrace it, that this is my reality now. I'm just accepting that this is my reality, and then make it normal. Then you would know that your desire is already yours. And even if the 3D is showing you something completely different at the moment, like some other thing is showing up at the moment, you still don't give a shit. You're like, excuse me, I already decided what's up, what's going to play next. So I'm just waiting for the reality to shift to a different channel, i.e. parallel reality. And what's showing up right now, like, matters not to me. But not even a little bit. When you don't react to the 3D, it leaves. When you continuously react to it and you're interacting with it, it keeps playing. So the idea is to completely ignore it and just immerse yourself into the knowing, like, I don't give a shit what it's showing to me right now. I know what I decided. I have the power to select that parallel reality and completely commit myself to it. I'm seeing it in my mind. I'm hearing it in my mind. I'm smelling it in my mind. I'm seeing this person together with me. I see my bank account differently. And you know what? The world can fall apart, and I'm still knowing it. Okay, I'm stubborn like that. Yeah, because I'm the creator of my reality. And that's the knowing. And you know what? That's a superpower that if you really get accustomed to creating your reality like that, you will be unstoppable. Okay? Thanks so much for listening. Until next time. Ciao, ciao.